Hi there, Jorge Rivera here with the Healing and Justice Center again. I really want to share something that I have really come to believe in wholeheartedly. And you know how sometimes in this work it feels like we're fighting two battles, the one out there against the systems that we're trying to defeat, the ones that grind us down, and then the ones in here inside of our own communities. I've been thinking a lot about this since I saw an email that was shared by a local tenant union. And honestly, it brought back all the feelings from when I got kicked out of my old community. The shame, the anger, the grief, and just so much more that comes with that. But here's what I know and what I believe. Conflict does not have to destroy, separate, or divide us. If we learn how to move through it differently, it can actually make us stronger, but we have to learn how, and that's the hard part. You know, what I've realized is so many of us come into this work because we care so damn much. Maybe because we ourselves have experienced an injustice with the very systems that we're trying to change or dismantle, or maybe it's an expression of our hurts and our trauma driving us to help others and even ourselves. Or maybe it's a combination of all of the above and some more. But caring a lot does not magically teach us how to navigate conflict in ways that heal instead of harm. I mean, think about it. When was the last time any of us took a class on how to not freak out when somebody criticizes you? Or what to do when your co-organizer triggers your childhood trauma, right? We're just winging it, and that's not our fault, but it's our responsibility to do better. Let me give you an example. You know that tenant union situation? I don't know the details, but I do know how it feels to be on both sides, to be the one saying, "You hurt me," and being told, "You're out." And here's the thing. In moments like that, our brains go straight into fight or flight. We either shut down, lash out, or freeze. That's biology. But if we want to break that cycle, we've got to learn to take a pause, to breathe, to ask ourselves, what am I feeling right now? Is this anger or is it actually fear? Am I reacting to what's happening or to some old wounds? That's where skills come in. Skills like emotional regulation, learning to calm our nervous system so we don't spiral, or naming our needs, because conflict often happens when our needs clash and we don't even realize it. And maybe the biggest one, curiosity, like instead of jumping to "you're wrong" or "I'm right," asking, "help me understand what's underneath all of this for you." There is this framework that I love called C.O.A.L, and it stands for curious, open-minded, accepting, and love. Imagine approaching conflict like that, not to fix someone, but to truly see them. To say, even if I disagree, I want to understand. But here's the thing. These skills, they take practice. They're not just nice ideas, they're muscles we have to build, especially if you weren't raised with compassion, empathy, understanding, or acceptance. If you're like me, you were raised with blame, shame, rewards, and punishment. You might want to avoid conflict as much as possible. And yeah, learning and practicing these new skills will definitely be awkward at first. It's like learning a new language. You'll fumble. I fumbled. I still fumble. But every time we try, it gets a little easier and we get better at it. I'm not saying this to shame anyone. Trust me, I've been the person who messed up, who let my ego win, who walked away instead of staying in the mess. But what I know is this: our movements cannot afford to lose more people to unresolved conflict. Not when stakes are this high. We need every single one of us, especially the ones who piss us off sometimes. Because solidarity isn't about agreeing on everything. It's about choosing each other again and again, even when it's hard. So what if we started treating conflict like skill building workshop? Like what if we practice compassionate communication in our meetings, or set up a peer support circle where we can process hurt without judgment, or bring in facilitators when things get sticky? This isn't extra work, it is the work. Because how we treat each other is how the foundation of liberation is built. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox, but before I go, if you're holding on to a conflict right now, whether you're the one who's hurt or the one who caused harm, I see you. It's not too late to reach out, to say, can we try again? To listen, to repair. And everyone else, let's give each other grace. We're all learning. Let's learn together. We're all here together. And by the way, if you want to geek out about C.O.A.L or emotional regulation tools, hit me up. I've got resources and I'm still practicing too. Solidarity always. We are better together. We are stronger together.